Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mario with another quick short video. I'm getting used to doing these YouTube videos, and in this video, pretty much going to talk about my very first deal that I did. So the very first deal that I ever did was a 10-bedroom mansion, and how I found this deal, I found it on Craigslist. Okay, I went to Craigslist, and there was this big old huge mansion, on Craigslist, and they were trying to sell it. I can't recall the price. I think it was like $750,000, something crazy number like that. But in looking at it, just looking at the photos, it looked like it needed a lot of repairs. So, in my estimation, it needed about $150,000 worth of repairs. So, I didn't have $750,000, and I didn't have $150,000 for repairs. But I knew that if I could, offer the seller $750,000 minus the repairs, and then minus another, 30 to 40%, I knew I could get it under contract and sell that contract to someone who did have the money. So, I called the seller and we talked, and he told me that him and his family pretty much were, they weren't living in the house. The house was vacant. They were 2 hours away. They were still paying the mortgage, and it was just too much for him. And he was open to anything creative. So, I did my research, and, I had a little lack of confidence that I could even, do this. So I actually reached out to, I got in a Zoom call with one of Pace Morby. How he gets people on his channel and talk, and he recommend using that as like a border home. Okay, cool. Still, I didn't know how to go about doing that, so I actually reached out to, I'm looking for help. I'm looking for someone who's got money who can help me do this deal. So I even reached out to Jerry Norton, and as you can see here, I gave him the whole scenario, and he just told me to run the numbers. I got this. I'm saying? Have confidence in yourself. So, I had confidence in myself, and I just ran the numbers, and after like 11 phone calls with the seller, we decided to meet. So I met with the seller, and at the time, I had a 4-bedroom house back in, at the time I lived in a 4-bedroom house in Jonesboro, which is like, 25 minutes south of Atlanta. And I was actually renting out rooms. I was actually renting out my rooms, because it was 2020, and I'm not going to say it, but what was happening in 2020. So I met with the seller. We sat down. We talked for probably about an hour and a half about everything but his house. And finally we got on the subject of his house, and I think I gave him an offer of I think I gave him an offer of maybe $350,000 or $400,000 to close in 30 to 60 days, something like that. And he was adamant on getting what he wanted, so he didn't agree to my offer, but he still wanted to do business with me. So basically, instead of me getting the house in a contract, we came to an agreement where I would take over the property, and I would do the same thing I was doing with my other property I had, which was rent out the rooms. Okay. So some of you have heard of pad split. I think I started pad split before pad split started pad split. I think I was the first one, probably not the first one, but I was one of the pioneers of renting out rooms in Atlanta, in my opinion, But anyway, so I took control of the house and, got the house furnished and started renting out rooms. So here's a short video, kind of show you about the house and everything. Let's play this little short video. And I did all the media work, I did all the drone work, all the photography. So that's my passion, video production, photography, and we're going to do a walkthrough of our property in Woodstock. Once again, my name is Mauriel Strawbridge. I'm a real estate investor / independent director. They actually shot this with my phone. We currently have 5 rooms available. This is our common area. This is our common kitchen area. We're currently out of private kitchens, but we still have private baths. This is my studio and workspace. This is where I run my real estate business and my digital media business. A little bit about myself. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, and I moved. So that's the video I made to help get tenants in the rooms, and that lasted for about 2.5 years. Made a tremendous amount of money. It definitely had changed my life. The problem, though, I was so busy managing the house, managing the day-to-day operations, doing background checks, that I lost sight of real estate. I stopped looking for distressed properties. I stopped doing deals. My time was so absorbed just by running this property. So that's, although it was a great experience, I made a lot of money, I lost sight of real estate by taking on the day-to-day operations of this property. So I guess that's why they say always get a property manager. So, if I add the numbers up, I made about $38,000 on this deal altogether. And if I had to do it all over again, I was a property manager, so I couldn't really replace myself. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have found a way to continue to look for other properties like this. I think I just got so comfortable with the income, I just got too comfortable. So moral of the story is, don't get too comfortable. Always continue to look for new opportunities, regardless of how good you think you have it at the time. So that was my first deal. Since then, I've moved on to McDonough, Georgia. Uh, bought a brand new BMW, and once again, I'm getting back into the real estate industry, looking for other opportunities. Not necessarily opportunities like this, but opportunities nonetheless. So, other than that, thank you for your time, and I just wanted to give you my experience with my first real estate deal.